Lisa with Micro-Chem Laboratories, and today I'm going to show you how to use a Hygienia stick sponge. So before you begin swabbing, you'll want to put your gloves on and your hairnet if needed. This is how your swab will come to you, the Hygienia stick sponge. You'll remove the zipper top, open the bag, you're going to push the swab up, grab it at the top. You'll take the swab out. You're going to swab what you need to, surface, piece of equipment, whatever it is. When you're done, you're going to squeeze the swab here. There's two grip spots here. You're going to drop it into the bag. Once you're done, you'll roll it 1, 2, 3, close the top, label it with what you need to, and then send it to us. Show you a few common mistakes made when people are swabbing. They tear off the top, they open the bag, and they reach their hand inside. We do not want to do that. We have now contaminated the bag with our hand. Another common mistake is we go ahead and open our swab, we get the stick out, we swab, and then we place the entire stick and sponge back into the bag. We do not want this. We do not want the contaminated stick back in the bag. Another common mistake is grabbing the sponge out and then grabbing down here near the sponge and touching the sponge with your hand or your glove. You do not want to do that. You have now contaminated the sponge with your glove or hand. Another common mistake is once you're done swabbing and you're ready to release the sponge into the bag, if you'll notice here, there are 3 lines that people try to squeeze on to release the swab. You want to be squeezing above, so right here, so that the lines are below your finger, so you'll squeeze here to let the swab go. If you try squeezing on the lines, it makes it very challenging to let the swab release. So make sure you squeeze above the lines like so. Okay, now that you've finished swabbing your sites, I have 3 swabs. I've labeled them swab A, swab B, and then again, this one will be swab C. I want to make sure it's clear enough so that when you send it to us here at the lab, we can read what you wrote. Once you're done swabbing, you'll need to fill out a form. Something like this where you want to have your company name, address, contact information, phone number, and email, as well as the date it was sampled, the day you shipped it, and then who it was prepared by. You will then go over here and write down the sample description. Swab A, and swab A I want tested for Listeria genus, so I have checked that box. Swab B, however, I want just tested for Salmonella, so I've only checked that box. And then finally I'll write up my swab C, which I will get tested for Listeria genus. So it will look like this. If you wanted other tests, you would go ahead and mark those as well. Now that you're done swabbing, you want to make sure you keep your swabs in the fridge or cold on ice. You're going to pack these up with your form that you filled out completely, and if you had any questions, you call for clarification. Go ahead and pack that up with your ice pack. Go ahead and ship that to us. We recommend from the time you start swabbing to the time we receive it, we get it within 48 hours. So if it was a Monday, we'd like to receive it by Wednesday and have it tested. Once you have completed your swabbing and you've completed your form, and if you've had any questions, you call and ask us for clarification. You're going to keep these swabs cold in the fridge or shipping on ice to us. And you want to ship them so we receive them and test them within 48 hours of when you have swabbed. So if it was on a Monday, we need to have these to the lab to test by Wednesday. Here at Micro-Chem Labs, we recommend, if this is your first time swabbing, going ahead and wasting one of the swabs to practice on. So you just open it up so you can get familiar with the package, taking the swab out, practicing grabbing it up high so you don't grab into the bag, and then looking at it and understanding where the grip is here and how, the swab feels when you're swabbing. And also, when you're going to pinch it, where you'll pinch. Because if you pinch on those lines, it's not gonna come off. So you need to pinch above the lines and then you'll drop it into the bag. Okay? A frequently asked question is,
if I want more than one test, do I need more than one swab?
well, that depends. If you have checked off more than one box in the positive and negative screen area for Salmonella, Listeria, E. coli 0157, H7, or Vibrio, then yes, you would need to swab more than one swab. You would need a swab for every box that you checked for that sample.
So for swab C, where I asked for Salmonella and Listeria, I would need to submit 2 swabs?
Yes, you would need to submit one swab for Salmonella and another swab for Listeria.
What about the enumerated analysis? Would I need to submit extra swabs for that, or can you run the test off of the Listeria or the Salmonella swab?
I only need one swab for that. So on swab A, which you have one swab for that you've submitted, you've only asked for Listeria in the positive negative area, and you've asked for plate count and yeast and mold. I can run that from one swab. Does that answer your question?
Yes, but if I'm unsure, can I call you guys?
Yes, please do call us at 206-633-3637, and we are more than happy to go over how to swab and answer your questions. And from all of us here at Micro-Chem Labs, happy swabbing!
Happy swabbing!
Happy swabbing!